everybody, this is Gokai Spartan. I'm just tuning in, just giving y'all an update on what's going on with me. So I'm somewhat taking another break this week, like every now and then I take a break, so like, just from a good mental health break, because I gotta give myself an opportunity to be a fan and to just watch stuff, because I do make a lot of content and sometimes it could be a little bit overload. But more than likely I will probably drop a new sneak peek episode for Power Rangers Altered or Shattered Grid Redux, whatever I decide to do. But honestly, I just want to watch some Kamen Rider right now, son, because I've been missing out on Kamen Rider for years. For context, like I've been following Super Sentai heavy and Power Rangers heavy, but Kamen Rider, like I was watching it for a while, but I think I stopped watching around Zeo, and I didn't even get a chance to see Ghost or Rexade or Gaiam or Drive. I saw Wizard, I saw Force, O's, Double, and Decade. Those are the ones that I've seen. I've absorbed the content, so I know I got the gist of what's going on there. But after a while, I would say a little bit after Wizard, the final episode of Wizard was the fullest one that I saw in its entirety. I have dabbled a little bit into the Kamen Riders a little bit after one, because I was watching Zeo. Definitely watching Zeo, which is basically just Kamen Rider Decade Part 2. And then after that, I kind of went back into Sentai. Saber kind of got me with the crossover with the Sentais and the Riders. Like, I thought that was so clean that I actually wanted to check Saber out. But largely, since I like so many things and I'm a fan of like damn near everything, it's hard for me to just stick to one thing, because I'll have my moments where I want to sit down and watch Power Rangers or Super Sentai or Kamen Rider, or fuck it, I might just want to rewatch Game of Thrones or True Blood, or freak it, I might want to play some Kingdom Hearts or watch some fucking Marvel or some shit, or some Ben 10 or some Digimon and dreams of Pokemon. I need to get into the Ultra Beast. I recently listened to this Pokemon cipher, because I listen to like nerd rap music, like people like Peso Pete, 6 Seconds, Shofu and them. Like, I usually listen to some of their music, and that actually puts me on to a lot of anime stuff, because some of the bars they would say, I'd be like, oh, that shit was fire, now I need to check that out, and I would actually check it out. But for Kamen Rider, I just decided I wanted to check out some Kamen Rider, so I was online, I was looking for the website to look for Kamen Rider and watch it on, and I wanted to try Gav, because I seen something on TikTok. It was a fight with Kamen Rider Gav, and it looked incredibly clean. It looked incredibly clean. I click on it, and I think I'm watching Kamen Rider Gav, and then all of a sudden everything starts slowing down and niggas is starting to get bodied and stuff, and then I realize I'm not even watching the right Kamen Rider show. I'm watching Kamen Rider Drive, but I'm so stuck and I'm so invested, and I'm already here. Like, I'm already here. I may as well keep watching it, bro. And I loved Kamen Rider Drive, bro, because that shit was great. I skip around when I watch these things because I want to absorb the content, and I could always go back and then rewatch it if I'm feeling dedicated enough. Because the reason why I do that is because I already know the formula to Toku shows. Every Toku show is like this. Cataclysm happens at the beginning. Either the character gets his powers or he already has his powers at the beginning. He'll either be referred to as a Kamen Rider, or if he's new to his powers, then you'll be like, Kamen Rider? What's that? And more than likely, that's more than likely going to happen. The humans get transmogrified into monsters in some type of cataclysm. He has some type of little group with him, some type of task force. There's always some type of task force there. The villains end up showing up like around, I would say, probably episode 2, 3, maybe 5. That's when we start meeting the main villains and stuff. Around episode 10, that's when around from like 10 to 15, the Ranger or the Kamen Rider is going to be challenged by the Decker, by the Ecliptor, by the Bosco, just by the main general of that season. Usually going to pull up for, like, for instance, in Kamen Rider Drive, Chase was the one who pulled up in episode 10. It was Chase, and it was Heart, because Heart, I love Heart's design. I'm definitely expect to see Heart in Power Rangers Alternate Universe. I'm not entirely sure where I want to go with it, because there's the crash out switches, but then again, I'm introducing the concept of Heartless, and he does look like a Heartless. Like, he looked like the perfect with the design, that because I changed this color to black just to see how it would look, and it would look like the perfect hybrid between a Power Ranger monster and a Heartless. But Drive was fighting Heart, and Heart was busting his ass, and it got to a point where he was like, yo, I'm just gonna grab him, I'm just gonna grab this nigga's heart. And he just grabbed his heart, and he turbocharged that shit, bro. He was turbocharging it and whatnot. And then Chase came and he saved him, and his mans was like, yo, good looks, my nigga. Yo, thank you, bro. Like, I love Heart, Chase, and Brain, all three of them. I don't really like Brain's design too much, but I looked it up. I looked up in the future, because I was looking up all of their character design, and apparently these niggas become Kamen Riders. I'm like, what, the villains become Kamen Riders? But then again, that makes sense, because I was watching the crossover movie with Gaiam and Drive, and they helped him out. And like, Chase kind of looks Kamen Rider-esque. He looks like a warped Kamen Rider. And I looked at his actual Kamen Rider form. Y'all could have just stick with the design y'all originally had, to be honest. But the other two look fire, like Brain and Heart's Kamen Rider forms look fire. But the point I'm trying to make is, bro, he turbocharged his Heart, bro, and then Heart like there was some shorty that needed to come back from the dead or something like that. So Medic's back. I don't know what's gonna go along with that. I know she got monster form. I already looked up for context. I already looked up the monsters to see who the villains were, because that's what I'm interested in when I watch shows. I like villains. I like bad guys, because I like the good guys too. But like the bad guys are so well crafted and well drawn out. Sometimes like, I really be loving these fucking designs, especially for like my series, because I usually repurpose bad guys that hasn't been used in Power Rangers. And Kamen Rider villains, they're Kamen Rider villains, so they're not gonna be used in Power Ranger in the fucking slightest. So they're the perfect. This is the perfect pool of villains to, if I need new villains, they're perfect ones to go to. Or I can just make up my own, which I've been doing somewhat. But for Heart, it's just his design was cool, and then then what ended up happening, like I think the hospital was about to blow up, and Kamen Rider Drive, he was like, "Hey yo, like whatever you do, you need to chill the fuck out, Chase, because the motherfuckers, they're gonna be people dying in the hospital." And bro, and Chase just stopped. He didn't want that smoke. He was like, "Oh shit, niggas are gonna die. I guess I'm not gonna fight." And me, the villain in me was like, "Nigga, what the fuck are you doing? You're a bad guy. Do something." Like, but then again, he's probably one of them sympathetic characters. If these characters are gonna be turning into Kamen Riders, then they're going to have heart. They're not gonna be as heartless and emotionlessly fucking cruel as my Galactic Crash House. No. And that's perfectly fine, because that's my universe. I like my villains that way. But I also like these villains too, because they're interesting. And my nigga brain did exactly what the fuck I was thinking of. He blasted this motherfucker. He's like, "Nigga, what the fuck you doing? Nigga, we evil. Fuck you mean? You just over here standing there? You filthy traitor? I gotta do all this shit by myself." You know what? It's because my name is Brain, and your name is Chase, so you're just gonna be chasing shit all day. Think it's heart, he's gonna be thinking with his fucking heart. It's up to me, ain't it? It's up to me. But that's as far as I got up, because I seen the crossover episode with Gaim, and I'm driving. Oh my god, the Lupin Kamen Rider Ranger. Oh, it's like Luke's sword from Kingdom Hearts picked up a fucking belt and just transformed. Bro, nah, that suit is fucking clean. And I was looking at some of the movie, like apparently this nigga comes back, so it's not the last time I'm gonna see Lupin. And the dragon fruit, I gotta get into Gaim. There's a lot to keep track of Gaim. I kind of like Drive because it's less to keep track of. There's too many freaking riders in Gaim. I'm gonna go back and watch Gaim. It's just like I got a banana nigga, I got some type of melon nigga that look like Goyo Guardian. Y'all all look samurai. I get it. But for Drive, I like the simplicity of it just being one Kamen Rider, and the villains, they're bad, but they might not be that bad, or whatever the case may be. And there is the white one. Now, I think I skipped a couple episodes because, like I say, I multitask when I do these things, and like it was just one of those slice of life episodes. It was just too much talking going on. And the episode after, like Heart and after Brain blasted Chase for not letting those people die, like after that episode, there was a lot of talking going on, and and yes, I have the subtitles, but I don't understand Japanese, and I was multitasking, so I wasn't paying attention. So I skipped a couple episodes ahead. So I guess the Rider's Day, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But I decided to check out Kamen Rider Build. The reason why I decided to check out Kamen Rider Build after that is because I heard good things about Kamen Rider Build. I heard Kamen Rider Build was one of the best Kamen Rider seasons to ever do it. That's what I heard before I even picked it up. And I was like, all right, I'm watching Drive, and I liked what I saw. After I watched the movie, after I watched the Gaim and Drive movie, I decided to watch episode 1 of Kamen Rider Build. And bro, I love it. I love Kamen Rider Build, bro. He's some Senku ass nigga, bro. Like he has like these chemicals, like switches that he transforms into like gorilla mode and diamond mode and rabbit mode and all this shit. And I love it because he don't have no memories, bro. Nigga, like, I don't know what the fuck happened to me. All I know is that Bruce Wayne was experimenting on me. That nigga Batman was experimenting on me, bro. Batman, the evil villain in our universe, bro. I don't like that nigga, bro. All I remember is green water, people screaming and shit. And then now all of a sudden I got superpowers and shit, and I can't tell, nigga. And it's funny because the government, there was a gigantic wall that erupted. Like, it's like Brand the Builder just showed up and just erupted a whole ass wall. And now Japan is split into 3 fucking regions. And bro, the government is trying to get at this Kamen Rider. And I like that, bro, because realistically speaking, that's probably, if they were superheroes, if they weren't sanctioned by the government like SPD or Lightspeed Rescue, the government would be trying to take them down. What? A nigga can just, the government gonna look at him like, wait, this nigga can just, he has superpowers, he can jump into the sky all the way into space and then plummet down with a super kick and kill whoever's in his way, and we're not doing nothing about that. Nah, get this nigga. But nah, bro, I like that. It was realistic. And then Homeboy, bro. And Homeboy, I forgot his name. Like, I don't be remembering all these characters' names and whatnot, bro. But there was a nigga that he was running away because they framed him, bro. Because him and his shorty had like some type of disease or some shit. And he was just trying, and he was a boxer, and he was trying to win some money so he could, like, pay for her surgery and shit. And then shorty set him up because the nigga told him, like, yo, tell this nigga he go to the scientist. And by the time he went to the scientist's house, that nigga was dead, and the popo showed up, and they arrested him, and they did experiments on him. My boy got out, and he was like, yo, help, please, bro. The niggas is experimenting on me, bro. I know they got mad niggas in there, I'm telling you. And Kamen Rider Build, he remembers, he was like, wait a minute, if this nigga is telling the truth, that means that I was experimented on, and that means they on some fuck shit. You know, like, nah, this Batman ass nigga, bro, I swear. Wait, Batman, Bruce? I know that nigga too. That nigga in my nightmares. Hold him, nah, this nigga telling the truth. Nah, I love this moment, bro. My boy Kamen Rider Build, he just sat down. He was just like, I hate this shit so much. And one thing I like about Build is this nigga's cell phone turned into a motorcycle, bro. Nigga, he whipped out his cell phone. The shit turned into a motorcycle. All right, we out of here. And him and his mans got out of there, and the popo was chasing him. They were like, nah, get that nigga. And bro, the next episode, his girlfriend showed up, and she was a monster, bro. And then Batman showed up. Batman was like, yes, I turned your girlfriend into a monster. I told you you'd see her again. And then Kamen Rider Build, like, nigga, this Kamen Rider. If I beat that bitch ass, she gonna turn back to normal. Watch Kamen Rider 4. It happens all the time. Be like, no, my shit is different. If you kill her, her soul and body will be destroyed. Nigga was like, oh, damn, we have a dilemma. And I was like, oh, like, my jaw dropped when that shit happened, bro. And of course, it's Kamen Rider. This nigga's a chemist, bro. This is Senku. This Kamen Rider Senku right here. This nigga said, oh, word? You don't think I got prepared for that? You don't think I got a kit for that, nigga? Hold up. I got you right now. Vortex. Nigga mixed the Vortex with the diamonds, with the gorilla. And he took the fucking evil soul out of the shorty, and he punched that shit to oblivion, bro. Nah, bro, I love Kamen Rider Build, son. Like, it was crazy, because I thought, while I was watching Kamen Rider Build, the first time I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this more than Drive. And then I finished episode 2, and I think I like it a little bit more than Drive. But I love Drive too, because Drive got, I like the main Kamen Rider. Like I said, I don't be remembering niggas' names and shit. But Kamen Rider Drive, the human that pilots him, and I like the fact that his watch can talk anytime. When the motherfucking devices be talking and shit, like the motherfucking, like in Go-Ancha, the Zords can talk. That's why I like it more than RPM. Because they're just fucking robots, they're just regular Zords RPM. Nah, these niggas literally your partners, bro. I like that. So I like that, the fact, bro, and I love Kamen Rider Drive Watch's background story, because he was a scientist, he was a nigga, and they were supposed to build the driver for Shorty. There was some cop Shorty, I don't know her name either. But all she does is put handcuffs on this man. Bro, this man was just sitting down smoking a blunt, minding his business in episode 1, and then she just puts the handcuffs on that nigga, like, hey, you arrested? I'm like, bro, I'm on the grass. I'm not even doing anything. I'm minding my business. Come here. I guess she just on some, I don't know, she's like doing some, And she got this thing where she don't smile, but point is, she was supposed to be the Kamen Rider Drive. And homeboy got bodied, bro. That nigga got killed by Heart. So much so that when Heart came up, my nigga was acting like Sho Longbow from Q Ranger. He was treating Heart like he was Ikagen. He was like, oh, nah, chill. You need to get the fuck out of here. And then, bro, I love the fact that the car could just do shit on its own, bro. Like, the car that be running over people, the car be shooting, the car be like, oh, get in, we out. Like, nah. So that, bro, he put the fear of God. He was like, nah, I remember that nigga Heart, bro. That nigga killed me, bro. I used to be a human. I used to have blood and an actual heart and stuff and memories and shit. I had to download my shit into the AI in order to live, bro. That nigga killed me, my nigga. Like, nah, bro. And that shit was crazy, bro. I can't wait to see what's going on with Kamen Rider Build and Kamen Rider freaking Drive. Now, there's so many I want to get into. Like, I need to get into Ghost. I need to get into the dinosaur one. I need to get into Saber, Gav. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm a creator as well, and my Power Rangers Altered Universe takes priority over all other projects, even Shattered Grid Redux. Shattered Grid, because if it wasn't for Power Rangers Altered Universe, Shattered Grid Redux would not exist. So both of those projects take priority over me watching it. It's just that right now I just kind of get to a point where I just want to sit down and be a fan for once, and I'm more than likely going to start working on something. Shit, I'm keeping it 100 guys probably tomorrow. More than likely I'll start whipping something out tomorrow. But I'll start whipping something up tomorrow. Something will probably be up by the weekend. But for the most part, I just want to sit down and watch some Kamen Rider, because it's a really good franchise, and I need to get into it even more because I like what I see, and I'm kind of enjoying this Kamen Rider high that I'm on right now. So, you know, give your boy some time. I'm gonna be back with it. And like I said, for people wanting to be Power Rangers, just write in the comment section which Ranger you want to be and how you want your story to play out, and we can make that out. I made a video in which I told people that, yeah, I want more or less original Rangers and no powers of all the Power Rangers. We literally have, every team can do that. It's like literally, like, Gokaigas already do that. Like, we don't want to copy their whole flow word for word, bar for bar. Granted, some of the fucking flows military look like Gokaigas now, but that's just because I'm Gokai smart and I like Gokaigas, so I like the design of their helmets. And I'm just getting back into designing these Rangers my damn self. Like, I'm just getting back into drawing and shit myself. Because at first I was just designing them on the computer and stuff, various different things, but now I'm actually drawing it out. So more or less, yeah. But like I said, if you want to be a Power Ranger, and I might even start a Kamen Rider project. This is why I'm trying to consume Kamen Rider content, so I can understand each Kamen Rider, because I don't want to create something half-baked with the Kamen Riders. I want to do them just as much justice as I would do a character like Lord Draken or Ikagen or Ogexio or Madara or somebody that I actually give a fuck about. I want to give them that same level of Gokai Spartan personal hand care. I can do it with Decade. That's why Decade is in Power Rangers Altered, but he's under the Galactic Crash House because of the Crash House switch. Will he stay a bad guy? Probably not. because, like I said, I'm trying to incorporate Kamen Rider in the story, but I'm doing it slowly because it's something that I have to get back into. So, or what I could do is make an entirely different story for the Kamen Riders. Just know that if I do that, the Florence military are going to be there. They're just probably going to operate slightly differently. So you're going to see Rogexio, Dexter, Beatrice, Madara, Littlefinger, Sansa, and the rest of the characters that I usually put in my Florence military videos. But it would be Kamen Rider centric, that version of it. Just let me know in the comments what y'all want me to do with that. And hell, fuck it, I might even want to draw Kamen Riders, even though Kamen Riders are a little bit more complex than Power Rangers. I am not afraid of anything. I'm willing to jump headfirst into any challenge with the bravery of the Reddest Ranger. So anyway, I'm going to cut this short. May the power protect you and have a marvelous day.